Are you good? I came up with my another Unity simulation demo I made. Virtual lab simulation. In here, we can test enzyme activity in breaking down milk with different factors. In this laboratory demo, every simulation logic is driven by actual formula put in code action, and we can save data which are stored in JSON database. Then we can view our experiment results. And you can see real-time color change of milk when our breakdown. And the white precipitate is left, just like how we do in chemistry laboratory to test milk and trypsin chemical reaction. The rate of reaction is calculated in real time, and the video showing what is happening in the chemicals resulting to white precipitate is perfectly synced with the actual speed of the rate of reaction. So if reaction is longer, also the video will take a little longer to finish to match the speed of reaction. Again, I made a pretty good logic of drawing graph of the experiment to see variation in real time, just to see how factors like concentration of casein in milk, concentration of inhibitors, concentration of enzyme, and the temperature how they affect trypsin milk breakdown. Okay, let's see a little details of how I made this. Remember, this is not a tutorial, it's just a showcase of my virtual laboratory simulation. So it's more about overview, because this simulation has a lot of lines of codes to explain them all here. Here's my scene laboratory scene. I got everything I need before I even started coding it. Just take a look. Most of the effects here are Unity shader graph magic. It's a cool tool if you master how to build your own shader graphs and unlock a lot of potential. For example, this heater heat level, it's all Unity shader graph manipulated with codes for real-time feedback. Cool! Now let's enter play mode to see the actual codes doing their things in real time. Main menu screen. You can see the tips of using this simulation without headaches. I added procedures section to guide you through everything you don't feel comfortable. Everything is pretty straightforward. Just drag and drop. Setting conditions like temperatures, milk casein concentration, and inhibitors concentration. Also, you can record the data and start experiment. Notice detail. Heater get hotter as temperature increase. Also, enzyme actually get reduced from test tube due to pouring. Also, milk is reduced from test tube when I pour it, and it fills the mixing beaker ready for reaction. You can see the stream of the liquid that is just a line render with starting and end point for detection of pouring point. Once the reaction is completed, the video exits itself, and I made two views, the 3D view and 2D view, which you can see the apparatus in one side for better seeing milk color changes and proper seeing rate of reaction. I set triggers to make test tube understand where to pour. You can see the graph is drawn in real time. After every condition changes, the data must be recorded. Always the video showing the enzyme mechanism is perfectly synced with the rate of chemical reaction. to clean test mixing beaker, I can simply click X ready for the next experiment. Enough for this. Now let's see actual codes that does all the magic that happens here. These are my databases, which keeps track of my whole simulation, then get serialized and deserialized ready for plotting graph. So every data flow is kept in these 4 JSON files. And these are all my scripts. These are 29 scripts in total. Basically, they have more than 7,000 plus lines of C# codes. So these are what make this simulation possible, because they hold all the logic, and they work together to achieve seamless interactio. For each and every script, I have named them exactly as what they do or contribute in a My Virtual Labor Story Unity simulation, so pay attention to names and codes if you want to, because I can't explain all these lines of code.